Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back. We've been a little MIA this week. I am completely under the weather when it comes to my energy. It's just not there this week. Y'all, I've been sleeping a lot and I'm just tired. So I took the week off with the exception of last Monday. So it's time to play catch up for this past week with our home binder and our savings challenges. I also have my new Monday binder going on board on Monday. We'll be showing you that as well. I have the winner for the latest launch that we are doing on Etsy today. It is our color dot challenge. So I have the winner for that as well. And we have Happy Mail today. So we're going to break through and deal with Happy Mail first. We're going to get the binders done. And then later this evening, I have my prep haul coming up after dinner. I think it's going to be after dinner. So with that being said, I also have one of my chihuahuas who is not feeling the best right now. So Jaya has pancreatitis on top of epilepsy, and she's just been having a rough week. So with that being said, I have been taking care of her quite a bit as well. So finally, y'all, one of my goals for this year, and I'll be honest, none of my goals are being met right now. My consistency is still considered way off in left field. My purchasing of Etsy products for myself that I should not have been doing at all this year, I was on a no spin for Etsy, has been completely shattered. And I did spend in January, I spent in February, I spent in March, and this is going to be my last product. So I have to stay off Etsy. But the problem is I see all the creators putting things on their YouTube channels of their latest launches, and I want everything. And I can't get everything because I have about 3,000 challenges in stock right now, and I need to do them. So, y'all, that could last me over 10 years and then some. But I'm not saying I'm off Etsy forever. I'm just off Etsy for the rest of this year. But the one item that I had to lastly, thank you, get my hands on, my son just made another new tracker for us. I'm super, super excited. I'll show you that here in just a minute. That I had to get my hands on that everybody else had and was getting, and I wanted really bad, and that is the Mega Mall Challenge, y'all. I wanted this so super bad. And every time I went over to grab it, it was out of stock. And I was like, are you kidding me? And it came back in stock, and I bought it ASAP. So this is the last challenge that I am buying for 2023. I will be off Etsy. I will not be buying anything else purchase-wise. Feel free to send me something if you want, but purchase-wise, I am not purchasing anything else from Etsy for the rest of this year. And with that being said, I did get the small little package. I do have an additional savings challenge that was a freebie. I'm just putting it over here to make sure I'm showing it to you in the right direction, y'all. This is our spring challenge, and it was a freebie that came with the Mega Mall, and I absolutely love this. Now, I will tell you, because this is only for my personal use only, I will probably put this on my scanner, and I will probably make another carbon copy of this just so that I have it in stock at all times, and I'll laminate one of these because I absolutely love these. I do not like lamination when it comes to using markers, but I like it for being able to use it over and over again. So, as a copy, master copy. So, with that being said, I also got this little piece, and I'm assuming that this is so you can go around the board and know where your position is as you're playing the game. So, with that being said, I'm super duper happy. Philip, look on that printer, please, real quick, and see if you found my shut the box. Yep. Okay, I need that. I forgot to bring that over. My son is working really, really hard for me right now, getting some things done. We're going to be working this weekend, maybe next week, on some new trackers for scratch-offs. I'm going to try our hand at it and see if we can do it for the shop and for ourselves. So, with that being said, that is the Mega Mall Challenge. This is going to be going into my new Monday setup. You'll be seeing that on Monday. I will be showing you a little bit tonight of what that is about, but we're going to put this one to the side. And we're going to get started on our home binder. Now, y'all, I'm a little bit out of it right now. Very, very tired, almost overtired. And so if I just feel a little bit on the opposite end of what I usually am, I apologize. I'm tired. I'm very, very tired. So with that being said, as we're getting caught up with our cash stuffing for this past week, this is our home section of our binder. We have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, and 3. $53 going in here today. It's not a lot of money, but it's better than no money at all going in. So we are going to fill up our envelopes with just a little bit of money each and call it a good day. So the home section here, the very first envelope is our, whoops, move that over because now that's messing me up. Hold on, y'all. He brought me some trackers over and they need to go into my binder, but I'm not quite there yet. There we go. $3 is going into our home section of our first envelope. And this is our second rotation in the 100 envelope challenge. We've completed it once. We are in our infancy of round number 2. We've done envelope number 1, 2, and this is envelope number 3. Now, whether I keep it in the order that we are in for stuffing these envelopes for the 100 envelope challenge, I'm not sure. I may pick some bigger numbers at different times, smaller numbers at other times, things of that nature. It just depends on how much I have to cash stuff. But we are in round number 2. Our next one is moving. And moving is getting a $10 bill today. Where's my 10? There's my 10. Y'all being very careful. I've got a lot of money over here, and I don't want to mess up the denominations. $10 is going into moving. We have slimmed it down to 1, 2, 3, 4 different states that we're looking at possibly moving to. It'll either be Arizona, Washington, Oklahoma, or Florida. So yes, we're all over the place, but we're going to be looking into the pros and cons of every single area. We're looking into the weather. We're looking into the areas in which we are looking at to move in, things of that nature. So we will keep you updated. This is not happening anytime soon that I can imagine. But just in case, we are definitely going to make sure that moving is fully funded before we ever move. So 1 month ahead, we'll talk about that next week. And that is our 3rd month ahead, actually. We are in our 3rd month of our fully funded 12-month emergency situation. Our next one is canned goods. And this is anything that has to do, let me put this 20 over here so I don't mess it up. Anything that has to do with our prep pantry downstairs for canned items. This is shelf-stabled canned items. Same thing with the next envelope as our dry goods situation. Anything that is a dry good, packaged good, or is in our food safe 5-gallon buckets for longer term use. I do have that prep video going up tonight as well for my prepper pantry haul. It's not a very big one, y'all, but it's better, again, to have something going on shelves and in buckets than not having anything at all. Our next one is our emergency prep. We're putting in 5 today. This is for our solar generator situation. I do know when we move and buy a house, one of the first things I want to do is completely do a bunch of solar panels on the top of our house and have all my solar generators up and running and ready to go. The next one, my husband takes care of the next 3. That is the car, that is the insurance for the car, that is car maintenance. Our next one is emergency cash. And emergency cash, nope, our next one is, that's why I messed up. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Emergency cash is last, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. So, my son just made this tracker. That's why I got off track there real quick. This is household care, aka household needs, and anything that we need in the house that is non-edible, everything from cleaners to laundry care to anything of that nature, we're putting in a 5 today. And here's where I made the mistake. When I went ahead and did the emergency cash, I put it into household instead of putting another envelope in here. So all the money that's in here was not for emergency cash. It was for household, and I don't know what I was thinking, but emergency cash and household should be 2 separate things. This is all everything non-edible. Again, anything I need for cleaners, anything I need for paper towels, toilet paper, anything I need for laundry care, anything I need for personal care for the kids and myself, medications, anything of that nature that's not a food-related item goes into household. This is where we need to rectify things. So now this is emergency cash, which is basically a buffer, y'all. I always tell you guys to put a buffer in all places, because if you end up going over in one area or you need emergency cash for something, pull it from emergency cash. Don't try to pull it from other envelopes where you're just going to have to owe yourself back. I'm not saying that you can't do that. I'm saying that if you can get yourself a little buffer started, do it and pull it from buffer before you pull it from other envelopes, in case you go over. $20 is going into emergency cash today. Okay. Binder number 1 completed. Binder number 2. So our second binder here is our savings challenges, y'all. And with that being said, my son did make some new trackers. So this one will be going up on the shop today, on our Etsy shop. This is our annual pet visit, and that's for all 3 of our Chihuahuas. So that will be going up momentarily on the shop this afternoon or later this evening, depending on how Jaya feels right now. She's on my bed, not feeling the best. So with that being said, for savings challenges, we've got 20. I'm put that aside. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So $95 going in to this envelope today. Annual vet visit is for Jaya, Tucker, and Bella. We are already fully funded all the way through 2024. We are now cashed upping for April of 2025, y'all. $20 is going in today. Our next envelope should be our vet ER visit, and that is getting a 5 today. That's in case I need to take the dogs, any of the dogs, to the emergency vet. That would be on the weekends or after vet hours. Gotta close that envelope before I put the money in. $5 is going in there today. Again, that's another tracker that my son made. He just now made this one. This is our pet care, and that is anything that I need to take the dogs to when it comes to nail clippings. I do all grooming at home. Y'all, I have 3 Chihuahuas. There's no need to take them in and have them groomed and things of that nature. I bathe them here at the house. They all 3 have severe PTSD. They're all 3 rescue dogs, and they come from a very, very rough background. So $5 is going in there today. I will need to be bulking this up because here shortly we'll be taking all 3 of the Chihuahuas in to get their nails clipped. It costs $10 a piece to get their nails clipped. We do have a nail clipper here, but my kids are really nervous about using them, and their quicks are really, really close to, if you over clip their nails, it's going to make them bleed, and we don't want to do that. So until my husband gets here and he's comfortable with doing it, we're just taking them over to the vet and having that done. Now it cost me $50 because it's $10 to take my dogs up to the vet. It's $10 a piece for each one of them to get their nails clipped, and it's $10 back home. So I'm looking at $50 every single time I need to take them up to get their nails clipped. So pet care is another envelope that my son made for us. So our next one is our bedroom makeover, and I'm just going to make sure I'm in the right envelope, y'all. Yep, we're doing good. So bedroom makeover is getting a 5. That's for me and my husband's bedroom makeover. So we are putting in a 5 for that today, and I close that envelope again. There we go. So $5 into this. Our next one is computer, and we're working on a computer tower. Wow, Lord, where am I doing that? For my son, that is getting a 5. Next one, movie night, self-explanatory. I'll see, that one is, the envelope's put in there backwards. That is also getting a $5 bill. My son will end up putting this on cardstock for me. Jessica accidentally printed it out on paper, which I've told you before works just fine for me due to the fact that paper is a lot cheaper than cardstock for us. New clothing is for my kiddos. That's just trying to keep this all See, that one's backwards too. Huh. That is just to keep the kids fully in stock in case we need anything extra throughout the year as well. All right, homeschooling is getting 5. See, y'all, I don't know what's going on with these zippers. Sometimes they're forward, sometimes they're backwards. That is for all things homeschooling for all the kids here at the homeschooling program that I have set up for Jessica and Philip. That's all their supplies. That is anything they need for extra homeschooling kits of any sort. We are going to be getting that volcano kit here shortly for each one of them, things of that nature. Next one is our travel. I did tell you guys that the first place I want to take the kids to is the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast. There's a couple extra things we want to see. We also need to be going to Washington, D.C., things of that nature, so that's getting a 5. So in the future, we do plan to do quite a few trips with the kids. The no envelope challenge, which actually has an envelope for me. And y'all, the reason we have that envelope is because I can't see. Yes, I have a tracker in here. My son made this tracker. So $10 is going in here. And as soon as I get to the $100 goal, then again, a second time around, I will be throwing that money into the Better Makeover as well. And then I'll just keep rotating and rotating through that. Once I complete the bedroom challenge for my husband and I, then I will start it back over for my son Philip, who now has his own man cave set up. We worked on that, and I'm super happy that he has that. Weight loss is getting nothing because I did not lose any weight this week. Team Mustard is getting 5 because, you know, Team Mustard is where it's at. This is for all things mustard related for me to stock up on. This is also for anything that is summer foods for me to stock up as well. Team Ketchup, only because Jessica's in the house, is Team Ketchup. But all things ketchup to stock up related for her, and all things wieners stock up. That is hot dogs, that is Polish sausages, that is anything that is related in that field, bratwurst, things of that nature. So 5 is going into Team Ketchup. And I'm going to be looking for a ketchup for her that has no added sugar. We are adjusting some things in the house as we're eating through preps. Things that we're going to be getting rid of and not buying any more of. Things that we're going to rotate through and things of that nature. So just be waiting for that to come out here shortly. So we got 2 envelopes left. Amazon is getting 2 5s, which is 10. Y'all, I have got to bulk this up fairly quickly because we are due in July to renew my annual subscription for Amazon, and we are getting caught up hopefully very quickly. So that I'm on track for that. Black Friday is getting a 5. And then that is the end of our cash stuffing. Let's show you what we're going to throw on board for Monday for our new cash stuffing. Since our Christmas is fully funded this year, Penny Challenge has been completed, Dog's Christmas has been completed, and we are just down to Christmas decor. So I will be finishing that up, and I'll be moving that over to my savings challenges. But starting on Monday, this is our new setup. This will be in the shop later this afternoon, most likely this evening, y'all. It just depends on how my Chihuahua is feeling. So with that being said, what we have here is going to be our dice challenge. Now, we do have a winner for the dice challenge giveaway, and that is Amy. Is it Amy Louie? Oh my gosh, is that what it is? Yes, Amy Louie. Congratulations, you are the winner for the 6-sided colored dice challenge that we created. And with that being said, just drop down into my description box and you can either email me through my private email, or you can message me privately over on Instagram and give me your address, and I'll have this mailed out to you on Monday. So the dice challenge is this, y'all. This dice here has 6 different colors on it, and each color will represent whatever you would like it to represent. We have 2 dice here as well that you'll end up getting a set of rainbow colored dice as well. With that being said, you're going to roll the colored dice, and whatever it lands on is the category that you will pick. it has 6 different sides, so pick 6 different categories. For example, you could do blue for pets, you could do green for groceries, you could do, I don't know, orange for emergency fund, you could do yellow for kids, you could do whatever you want to do, you can do. So with that being said, just choose 6 different categories that you want to save for. You've got your dice here, and those 2 dice, once you roll this and you find out what color it is, then you're going to roll, you can choose to roll 1 dice or 2 dice. If you want to roll 1, obviously it's 1 through 6. If you roll 2, it's 1 through 12. And depending on what you roll is depending on how much money you're going to be putting into that challenge. So each one of these here, the first 6 of these challenges, has the color on it. So those are the color of the dot dice. And then what you do is you'll just go to that specific color and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and 6. You'll go to that color, and then you will go ahead and in the first box you'll write what it was that you rolled here. And this roll here will tell you if you roll a 6, if you roll a 5 and a 1, then you'll put 6 in the first box. And then next time you do the challenge and you land on that color, you're going to roll the dice again and you're going to complete the next box. When you're done with all the boxes, you add them up and get your total down below, and that tells you how much you save for that challenge. Now, let me check this real quick because I don't think my son did this right. And if he didn't, then we're going to go back and check it before and fix it before he... No, he did not do this right. Okay, y'all. So before we do this, I am going to have him remake this challenge real quick because he did not put the category on here. All right, y'all. So just a side note real quick. Down here on the left-hand side, it's supposed to say it's supposed to have a line, and it's supposed to say for FOR. And that way you can write in your category. So if I wanted this particular card, which is purple, if I wanted this to be for kids, it should be able to give you FOR and then a line and say the word kids on there. And then all this, when I add up all the squares after rolling the dice, then I can find out how much I would put towards my kids' envelope. So we're going to correct that today. I'm not worried about it for myself, but for everyone else, I'm going to correct that. So we'll go ahead and revise that real quick because I just now noticed that. And we're going to give you guys the correct set. We're down here. We'll say FOR, and there'll be a line, and you put your category here. So I could choose this one for pets. I could use, or for kids. I could use this one for pets if I wanted to. I can do, you know, trash if I want to get caught up on trash or groceries or anything of that nature. If I want anything for savings challenges, I can just do a generalized one for savings challenges and then split that over some of my savings challenges. But it always comes with the luck of whatever color you decide to roll. And again, like I said, you get 2 dice, and you can roll 1 dice or you can roll both together and end up increasing how much you do save. So I'm going to go ahead and have that put up in the shop tonight. We're going to go ahead and make that correction on these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th color. So again, I'll get that corrected today. I'm glad I caught that before I get that up on the shop because I do not want that up on the shop in the wrong fashion. All right, so the next challenge is, and these are already in my shop, and these are listed individually where all 6 of this is listed together as a set. It comes with a color dice and 2 6-sided dice. So this is our 4-sided challenge. Again, we will roll our 4-sided dice, and whatever it rolls on, we'll put that in the first box. Next time we roll, whatever it rolls on, we'll put it in the second box, and then you'll get your total here at the end. So we had the 4-sided, the 6-sided, the 8-sided, the 10-sided, the 12-sided, and the 20-sided. So this is going to take over my Monday cash stuffing. I'm not quite sure what we're using these sided ones for, but I can always complete it and decide where I'm going to put that challenge and then repeat the challenge again. Philip? Yeah. We do have a correction here that we need to make at the bottom here on every single one of these dot challenge cards. You know how you put the squares down here? Erase those squares and put the word FOR and then a line so they can put their category on it. And we have to do that for each card. So, y'all, that is what's going to be coming on board on Monday. This is going to be my new cash stuffing for Monday. And again, you'll get the color dot and the dice to go with the color dot challenge. Amy Louie, please get a hold of me again so I can get that package out to you on Monday. And that will complete our cash stuffing and our Monday update that's coming up. Y'all, I'm still going to be running behind this week until myself and my Chihuahua are feeling better. But we'll get caught up as much as possible and get things out to you. Again, we'll be doing our prepper pantry haul this evening after dinner. I'm just going to kind of relax for a while and let Jaya relax on my bed so she can get plenty of sleep. So the last thing I'm going to show you that I have not put into my Monday challenge yet, but it is going in, y'all, because I've had it, is Shut the Box Challenge. I'll be adding this into my Monday binder as well. So it's going to be all things dice related. So any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, leave it down below in the comment section down below. We will catch you in the video later on tonight. Till then, stay safe. Without Limits is out.